Alright, so for our next lesson, we're going to be covering area of rhombuses and kites. So a rhombus, remember a rhombus is a quadrilateral where all four sides are equal. So the way you find the area is you take both of the diagonals, the distance from one end to the opposite end, sorry about that, and you multiply them, okay? Once you multiply them, you take half of that and that'll give you the area. Now for the kite, it has a similar, well, it's exactly the same area formula, okay? You multiply the two diagonals, and then once you multiply, we take half of that, and that gives you the area. Okay. So on here we have find the area of the rhombus or kite. So on here this is 15 and this is 19. So we're going to go ahead and multiply the area equals 1/2 of 15 times 19. Okay. And then from there we're going to go ahead and punch that in our calculators. That gives us 285. We can get half of that, and that gives me area equals 142.5. It didn't give me units, so I'm just going to put U squared. Okay, this next one. Now this next one tells me that this is 16. Unless they put something like from here to here is 16, or if they put something like this, then that tells you the whole thing, kind of like in the last problem. So because of this, if this is 16, then this is 16, which means the whole diagonal here is 32. Okay. If they put this piece of 7, then this other piece of 7, which makes the whole thing 14. So the area is equal to 1/2 of 32 times 14. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and punch that in my calculator, and that gives me 224. They don't give us units, so I'll just put U squared. Okay, the next one here. So they do give us the whole thing. They give us the whole thing as 24. So we're going to take 1/2 of 24 times this side is 13. So I put all of that in my calculator. And that gives me 156. Again, there's no units, so I'm just going to put U squared. Alright, so this next one I have another kite. Now with the kite, this whole piece right here, 10 plus 6, is going to give me 16. Okay. Now, because this side is 5, then that means this other side is 5. Okay, because this side is a kite, so then from here to here is 10. So to find the area, we're going to take 1/2 of 10 times 16. Okay, and that gives us, I believe it gives us 80. Again, we don't have any units, so I'm just going to put U squared. Okay, this next one. So this next one, they only give us one side. We do need the diagonals here. Okay, they do give us a 60-degree angle, so this is my 30, 60, 90 triangle. Okay, if that's 16, that means that this one's 16. So I'm going to go ahead and make my little table. We're going to have to remember from our 30, 60, 90 triangle that it is x in the square root of 3, and 2 times x. Okay, so the one across my 30-degree angle is x. I don't know what that is. The one across my 90 is 16, so that means this one's 16. So what that means is that 2x is equal to 16. So when I divide by 2, that means that x is equal to 8. So that means this side is 8. So the one across my 30 is 8. So then that means this whole thing from here to here is 16. So that's one of my diagonals. And then for this one, since x is 8, that means that the side across my 60 is 8 in the square root of 3. Well, here's my 60-degree angle, so this is my side. So this is 8 in the square root of 3. Okay, that means that the whole thing from here to here, if I add 8 plus the square root of 3 plus another 8 in the square root of 3, that gives me 16 in the square root of 3. Okay, so now I'm ready to find my area. It's going to be 1/2 of 16 times 16 in the square root of 3. Now it does say to round to the nearest tenth, so I'm just going to put all that in my calculator the way I see it. And that gives me 221.7 centimeters squared. Okay. This next one, so this next one is a little bit different. It gives me a 22-degree angle. So this is not my special right triangles. This is gonna be my what is it called? My SOHCAHTOA. Okay, but first they give us that this little piece is 28, so that means that this side is also 28. Okay, so from here to here, 28 plus 28 is going to give us 56. Okay, then we're going to have to find the distance from here to here. So here, this angle is 22. We are looking for the opposite side. Okay, and they give us the adjacent side. So opposite and adjacent is going to be tangent of 22 degrees equals my opposite. We don't know, we'll call that x, over my adjacent is 28. We put this over 1 and cross multiply, so we get x equals 28 times tangent of 22. So I'm going to put that in my calculator. Now remember, you need to make sure your calculator is in degree mode. So 28 times tangent of 22 gives you 11.3. Huh? I'm recording videos.
Oh, you're doing well.
Yeah. It's fine. 11.3. Okay, so then that means that this side is 11.3, so that makes the whole thing from here to here 22.6. So for my area, we're going to take 1/2, we're going to take 22.6, and then multiply it times 56. So 1/2 times 22.6 times 56, that gives me 632.8, and my units here are centimeters. Alright. And the last problem. So here it says the area of the kite is 156 inches squared. Find the length of the other diagonal. So they do give us one of the lengths, but we're missing this diagonal right here. So I'm going to write out my formula. Area equals 1/2. You take your first diagonal and multiply it times your second diagonal. Okay. Then we're going to plug in. They do tell us that the area is 156. So instead of A, I'm going to put 156 equals 1/2. I do know one of the diagonals is 26, but I do not know the second diagonal. Okay. So 1/2 of 26 is going to give me 13. And then I'm going to go ahead and divide both sides by 13 to solve for my second diagonal. So 156 divided by 13, that gives me 12 equals my second diagonal. Do we have units? Inches. That's it. Thank you guys. Bye.